Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Lara from Sukha Yoga, and today we're going to be doing a practice about letting go. So we're going to start with the mudra. So mudra is like doing yoga with your hands. I'm going to take the hands together and interlace the last 3 fingers. The index finger will face down towards the floor, and then go ahead and cross your thumbs. So this is a very good mudra here to practice, perhaps if there is anything that you need to let go of, physically or emotionally, or maybe you're just feeling a little negative and you want to release that. So go on and take this mudra and just allow the hands to face down towards the floor, and then from here, let's close the eyes. So just before we begin to move, let's just take a few deep breaths here, if you can, in and out of the nose, just to really settle in and welcome yourself to your practice, clearing out what you don't need, what doesn't serve you. So go ahead, let's take one more full breath in here together. Why don't we just sigh out of the mouth for this one? From here, you can release the mudra and just allow the hands to dissolve down towards your legs. Go ahead and just begin to open up the eyes. And then we'll straighten the legs on out in front of us. So you stay right where you are. I'm just going to switch on the mat here. And let's just shake the legs a little bit. And from there, take the hands back behind you. Let's step the feet in towards the floor. Take a nice big breath in. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And then again, a big sigh out of the mouth. So you might even want to drop your head back all the way. Of course, if that doesn't feel safe on your neck, then you'll keep the chin in towards your chest. And then from here, let's lower the tailbone down towards the floor. Fold the shins underneath you or cross the legs to one side. We'll find child's pose. So take the hips back towards your heels, knees nice and wide, and just allow your forehead to melt down towards the mat there. And with that breathing rhythm that you established at the beginning of the practice, let's take a full breath in. Come on forward onto all fours. Tuck the toes under right away today. Let's come on back into downward facing dog. So lifting your hips up towards the ceiling. And then for this first shape of Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, you might want to bend the knees deeply one at a time and pedal through the feet. If you're feeling a little stuck at all through the backs of the legs there, a good friend of mine, Trevor from Circus Conditioning, he's done a great little video on how to release these areas, which you can have a look on the eFit30 website. And from here, let's take a breath in and roll on forward into plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. If you need to modify this shape at all today, you can lower your knees down towards the floor to take some weight out of the pose. So from here, full breath in. And then on the breath out, knees to the floor, hips towards the heels, child's pose. Come on back out onto all fours as we breathe in, tucking the toes under, hips high, find downward facing dog. Nice little way to drop into breath, body, movement. Inhale forward. Exhale, knees to the earth, hips to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, roll on out onto all fours. Tuck the toes under, hips high, smooth yourself back into downward facing dog. One more of those together. Inhale forward. Exhale, knees to the earth, child's pose. Inhale, roll on out onto all fours, tucking the toes under, hips high, slide on back, downward facing dog. From here, as you take a breath in, step your left foot in a little bit and sweep your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, swing the right foot forward and through between the hands. If your foot gets stuck halfway, you can use your right hand to help draw the foot forward. From here, we'll lower the left knee down towards the floor and sink the pelvis forward, maintaining the right knee above the right ankle. And then as you breathe in, you'll either take your hands to rest up onto your right thigh, or from here, you can lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Let's find that Kaspana mudra again that we established at the beginning of class. And then from there, maybe drop the hands behind the head there, elbows towards the ceiling, and lean back a little bit. Nice big body yawn, full breath in. Breathing out, go ahead and lift the hands back up towards the ceiling, fingertips come down towards the floor. Tuck your back toes under and slide it on back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out to plank pose. Exhale, knees to the earth, child's pose. This time, spring back out into plank. So inhale, come back forward, knees to the floor or not. Hips high, come on back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left foot forward and through between the hands. Again, if you need to lower that right knee and use your left hand to bring the foot forward, that's okay. From here, walk the hands up onto the left thigh. You may want to pause here. Yoga is about practicing within your comfort zone, not trying to meet anybody else's. And then go on and lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Find that Kaspana mudra again. Cross the thumbs, index fingers facing towards the roof. And then from there, bend the elbows and maybe just lean back. Opening up the front body, nice and full with the breath. Another inhale here. Exhale, go ahead, release the hands down towards the floor. Slide it on back, downward facing dog. From here, with our next breath in, let's begin to walk the feet up towards the hands. So slowly crawling your feet up towards your hands. You may need to bend your knees a lot. You may need to walk your hands in towards your feet. We'll modify for everybody that comes to the practice. Let's keep the feet at around hip width distance apart. Take the hands to the opposite elbows and then just hang forward. So this also serves like a practice of letting go. It's a full body mudra here, Uttanasana. And then from there, let's drape those fingertips down towards the floor. Take a breath in and lengthen yourself forward. So extend the spine out in front. You may need to walk the hands a little higher up onto the shins or the knees, if that helps you to keep a flat back and long legs. Otherwise, fingertips to the floor. Exhale, fold back in towards your legs. Let's take 2 more of those together. So inhale, nice big breath in. Extend, lengthen, reach and look. Exhale, fold. 1 more there. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now from here, as we breathe in, put a soft bend in your knees and slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. So gently stacking each vertebrae on top of one another, if you could, around the shoulders, down the body as you arrive. And then from here, come to stand at the top of your mat here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Anchoring through your feet, spreading the toes. Full breath in, go on and reach the hands out nice and wide beside of you. Gather the high prayer up above you. Exhale, open the arms wide, spill forward over your legs as you dive down. Breathing in, step your right foot all the way towards the back of the mat so you find a low lunge. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come on forward to plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Lower the knees here if you need to modify today. Exhale, lower yourself down towards the floor like one long flat board. So lower those knees if you need to take some weight out of the pose. Press into the palms, scoop the chest forward. Inhale, lift the heart only as far as what you're comfortable with. Exhale, tuck the toes under through bent knees if you like. Come on back into downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, the right foot forward and through or as close to in between your hands. Inhale, left foot springs up next to the right. Lengthen and look forward. Exhale, fold in towards your legs. Breathing in, rise all the way up, arms wide. Catch the hands high up above you. Straight back down today as you exhale, fold over your legs. Left foot slides towards the back of the mat, breathing in. Downward facing dog, breathing out. Inhale forward for plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Again, modify if you need. Exhale, lower yourself down towards the floor. Point the toes, press into the palms, slide the shoulders down the body and lift the chest as you breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathing out. Inhale, sweep your left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale it forward and through between the hands. Right foot springs up next to the left. Breathe in, lengthen and look forward. Exhale, fold in towards your legs. Rise all the way up. Breathing in, arms come up wide. Exhale, spill forward and down towards the floor. Inhale, right foot steps towards the back of the mat. This time let's step straight back into plank pose from here. So left foot sweeps back, lower down towards the ground. Inhale over the toes, lift the chest. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. From here, let's just pause for a breath in. Breathing out, feel the hands really expand, the heels sink. Now as we take a breath in, bend the knees and have a look forward. Your choice here, step or hop the feet up between the hands. Fold on in towards the thighs. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, open. Left foot slides back as we breathe in. Again, straight back to plank pose from here. So shoot that right leg back, lower down towards the floor. You might find that you'll come up a little higher this time with your cobra or up dog. So breathe in. And then breathing out, downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale, bend the knees, have a look forward. Your choice, step or hop. Feet up between the hands. Fold in towards the legs. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, hands to the heart for a moment and just pause. So I already noticed that when we link breath and movement together, whatever it was that was maybe bugging you, whatever negativity that was there before, might start to slip away just as we focus on this meditative practice. Take a breath in and lift the hands back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let go as you fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen your chest and look forward. Downward facing dog this time. So let's walk the feet towards the back of the mat. Inhale from here, sweep your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale it forward and through between the hands. From here, spin the left foot down towards the mat. So the left toes turn out, left heel tucks in. I lunge my right thigh forward. And as I breathe in, I sweep the arms up towards the ceiling for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Nice full breaths in and out of the nose, using the arms to lift my upper body and then grounding down through my legs. From here, let's lower the arms down by the sides. Interlace the hands behind the back. Take a full breath in here, lift the chest. Now as you breathe out, lean forward, taking the top of the head down towards the floor, the knuckles up towards the ceiling. If this is a little strong on your shoulders, modify by releasing the hands and just winging the fingertips up towards the roof. From here, as you take a breath in, come all the way back up and release the hands. Lift the arms back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come on down towards the front foot. Frame it, step it back into plank pose. Now here's your choice. Either take the vinyasa with me or go straight back to downward facing dog. So breathing out, we lower down. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg sweeps towards the ceiling as you breathe in. Exhale it forward and through between the hands. Spin the back heel down. Rise up, show up, warrior one. Arms reach up towards the ceiling there, and just being mindful as we reach up towards the roof. Make sure that the shoulders don't follow up towards the ears. See if we can keep space for the neck there. So we walk out of the practice feeling longer, not more crunched up. From here, lower the hands down by the sides of you. Interlace the hands behind the back, or if that's not right for your shoulders, you'll just leave the arms winging there for a breath in. Now as you breathe out, come on forward and down. Knuckles reach up towards the ceiling. And see if we can keep some weight through that right foot, your back foot, as we lunge forward. Take a breath in, release the clasp of the hands, sweep the arms forward, rise on up. Exhale, take the hands down towards the floor, frame the front foot, slide it back into plank pose. So here we go again, it's your choice, vinyasa or not, lowering down towards the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Adding on a little more, so breathe in, let's lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale the foot forward and through between the hands, spin the back heel down, fill up, rise up for that warrior one. Exhale, drop the hands, interlace them behind the back. Big breath in together as we lift the chest. Exhale, hinge and bow forward. Inhale, release the hands, sweep the arms back up towards the ceiling. This time on the exhale, roll your hips, chest and shoulders out for warrior two. So as we reach the arms away from us, you can turn your gaze to look towards your right fingertips. Breathing here, nice and full, anchoring through your heels and putting some weight down through that left leg as well to keep it even. Come on up and back for peaceful warrior here. So flip your right palm towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, you'll tilt back. Left hand will drop down towards the left shin or calf muscle, or maybe the thigh. On the exhale, take your time to straighten your right leg and then reach forward towards the right leg. Tilting down, right hand might drop down towards the shin, ankle or thigh. Left hand reaches towards the ceiling. So from here we can look up towards our left thumb. If it makes your neck a little cranky, you can look down towards the floor instead. Nice full breaths here in the pose, and see if you can really focus on rolling your left rib cage out towards the ceiling. From here, as we take a breath in, anchor down through those legs. Let's rise all the way up. So inhale, sweep that right arm out in front of you. Come on back up. Exhale to warrior two. Up and back for peaceful here. Exhale, windmill the hands down towards the floor so they frame your front foot. Slide it back into plank pose. Vinyasa or not. Lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, nice and fluid, down dog. Left leg to the ceiling as you're breathing in. Breathing out, sweep the foot forward and through between the hands, spin the back heel down, rise on up with that warrior one, full breath in. Exhale, drop the hands down by the sides of you, interlace the hands behind the back, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, spill forward and down over your leg. Inhale, release the hands, rise all the way back up. Warrior two, as we exhale, arms reach away, looking over towards those left fingertips there. Wardrobe maladjustment. Good. From here, up and back for peaceful, breathing in. Exhale, take your time here to straighten that left leg. Reach forward over the left shin. Left hand drops down towards the shin, thigh or ankle. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Rolling the right rib cage back. From here, take a breath in, come all the way back up. So inhale, engage through the belly, rise on up. Exhale back to warrior two. Up and back for peaceful here, breathing in. Exhale, windmill the hands down towards the floor, frame the front foot, slide it on back, lower down. Inhale, breathe in big. Exhale, down dog. Let's take one more standing sequence here, a little different this time though. So starting off the same, big breath in, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale it forward and through between the hands. Spin the back heel down. Show up for that warrior one as you inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down by the sides of you, interlacing the hands behind the back. Big breath in here. Breathing out, lower the chest down inside of the right thigh. From here, we're going to spin to the ball of the left foot. So it could be a little tricky. You might lose your balance, but that's why yoga is called a practice. We don't need to do everything perfectly. You might fall out of the pose once and now and then. That's fine. And then from here, as you take a breath in, go and release the hands, sweep the arms forward and rise them up towards the ceiling. If you need to modify this pose at all, you could lower that left knee down towards the floor and be here. That's fine. From here, take a full breath in. Now as you breathe out, take the hands down towards your heart in a prayer. Big inhale here together. Now on the exhale, I'll take my left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So really breathe out. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right thigh or knee there. Twisting to look past that right shoulder. If you're pregnant, this one is contraindicated. So please take the hands down towards the floor instead. From here, nice full breath in, really wrapping the spine up and around. Exhale, take the hands down towards the floor now so we frame the front foot. Let's spring that back foot in about halfway on the mat. So springing the back foot in, see if you can keep the both legs as long as possible here and the heels at around hip width apart. Big breath in, look forward. Breathing out, fold over your legs. Inhale, sweep the arms alongside of you, come up to halfway, and then from there lift the arms up towards the ceiling, rising all the way up. Exhale, lower the arms down by the sides of you. Take either a hold of the opposite elbows behind your back there, or if you've got a little bit more mobility in the wrists, you can take the reverse prayer. Nice big breath in here as we lift the chest. Exhale, hinge from your hips and come forward, bowing down over that right leg. See if you can keep that right leg as engaged as possible. So pulling up through the quadricep and keeping the leg long so we get the stretch through the hamstring. For another breath in. Breathing out, release the hands down towards the floor. Soft bend in that right knee. Slide the left foot towards the back of the mat. Step it back into plank pose, vinyasa or straight to down dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Last time on this left side, take a breath in, lift it up towards the ceiling. Exhale the foot forward and through between the hands, spin the back heel down, rise on up, warrior one. Exhale, drop the chest and catch the hands behind the back here, dropping. And then from there, just see what happens on this side. It could be a little different to the other side. See if you can spin to the ball of the right foot there, not being so attached to making the shape perfect if you fall out of it. And then from there, go and lower the hands down, take a big breath in, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Again, you can modify the shape by lowering the right knee down towards the floor. Big breath in as we reach up through the fingertips, lowering the hands down towards the heart. Another full breath in here. Exhale, take that right elbow to the outside of the left knee now, spinning to look past the left shoulder. Whoa, good. And then from there we can look up past that left shoulder maybe. I think I need a little bit of extra help with the balance today, so I'm going to look on down towards the floor. Good. Another full breath in. Exhale, rinse the hands down towards the ground and spring that right foot in about halfway there. And then as we take a breath in, lengthen your chest and look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up and sweep the arms halfway along the side of you here, then lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Full breath in, lifting up through the sides of the waist. Exhale, lower the arms down by the side. So again, take a hold of the opposite elbows. If you can remember, see if you can take the opposite forearm on top. Or take the hands behind your back for a prayer, for a full breath in together. Exhale, hinge from the hips and come on down. See if you can keep grounded through that left big toe even. There's mindfulness to these parts of our bodies that we don't think about much throughout the day. And from here, let's release the hands down towards the floor, framing the left foot. Bend the left knee slightly, slide the right foot back on the mat. Step it back for plank pose, last vinyasa. Lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And from here, let's lower the knees down towards the floor. Take the hips back towards the heels and just pause there for a moment with the hands resting on the thighs. And before we take a forward bend, let's just find that Kaspana mudra once again. So just taking the fingers, last three fingers to interlace, index fingers to point down towards the floor and cross the thumbs. This practice of letting go. It's the beautiful thing about this style of yoga that we teach here at Sukha Yoga. It's lotus flow. Because we focus so much on linking the movement and the breath and the fluidity of the movement, it helps us to meditate with the practice, and so we can detach from whatever else has been happening previously to the practice. And from here, go on and just release the hands down towards the thighs. Slide your hips to one side, legs to the other. And then just face them out towards the front of your mat here. Reaching the toes up towards the ceiling. Go on, take the fingertips back alongside you. Let's take a big breath in and just lift the heart up towards the roof. Nice full breath in. Exhale, come on back towards center, full breath in, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, so hinging from the hips, and just allow the hands to fall wherever they comfortably fall for you today. So for some of us, they could be a lot higher up, and that's fine. Again, this is a practice. And then from here, as we breathe in, slowly roll the spine all the way back up towards center. Let's take one more forward bend. So just taking the soles of the feet together. I'm just keeping my heels further away from the groin for this one here, so I have more of a diamond shape with the legs. And then from there, walk the hands down towards the feet, and then gently begin to round forward. And then from here, as you breathe in, nice and gentle, roll yourself all the way back up towards center. And then taking the legs in towards a cross-legged position there on your mat. If you have the time, it might be nice to spend a few minutes in Shavasana, just to allow the practice to really settle in. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm Lara from Sukha Yoga. You can find my website at sukhayogaaustralia.com.au. Sukha is how Sukha's spelt. And if you like the video, please like it. Thanks very much.